Hi, my name is Lindsay Powell, and the name of my study is How Connected is Parenting Stress and Child Adaptability Through Child Prosocial Talk. So we investigated child prosocial talk codes in the analog dyadic parent-child interaction coding system, or DPICS behavior observations. Prosocial talk is defined as verbalizations that contribute positively to the parent-child interaction. We investigated prosocial talk as a mediating variable between parenting stress and child adaptability because previous literature suggests that parenting stress can be negatively associated with child adaptability. That is to say, when a parent is more stressed, the child tends to be less adaptable. Further, what we don't know is that if parenting stress index total scores have a direct effect on BASC-2 adaptive skills composite scores, mediated by child prosocial talk total scores in parent-child interaction therapy or PCIT behavior observations. Therefore, the purpose of the study was to answer that question. First, we hypothesized that parenting stress index, or PSI, total scores and the BASC-2 adaptive skills composite scores would be negatively associated. Second, we hypothesized that mediation analysis would reveal child prosocial talk as a mediator between parenting stress and child adaptability. For this study, archival data of 53 dyadic community participants were used. Participants resided in Kentucky and were compensated with $50 Walmart gift cards for completing the behavior observation and several assessments. 77.36% of parents were female and 22.64% were male. Their ages ranged from 23 to 56 years old with a mean of 33 and a standard deviation of around 7. 33.96% of child participants were female, and 66.04% were male. Their ages ranged from 2 to 10 years old, with a mean of around 5 years old and a standard deviation of about 2.56. Participants were mostly Caucasian at 98.1% and 1.9% were African American. For our measures, parent-child dyads completed a standard PCIT behavior observation, which was coded using the dyadic parent-child interaction coding system. Parents were given several assessments to complete after the behavior observation, including the parenting stress index and the BASC-2, which includes the adaptive skills composite score. We used a CSS to run linear regression analyses. As shown in the figures, PSI scores were negatively associated with the BASC-2 adaptive skills composite scores, with PAS-C showing a standardized beta coefficient of negative 0.334. Looking below at the second figure, we can see that the relationship was not mediated by prosocial talk. PAS-A had a standardized beta coefficient of negative 0.070, while PAS-B was 0.007. So our first hypothesis was that parenting stress index total scores and the BASC-2 adaptive skills composite scores would be negatively associated. Parenting stress was negatively associated with children's adaptability skills composite scores with an R squared of 0.09 and P being less than 0.05. So this hypothesis was accepted. Hypothesis 2 was that mediation analysis would reveal child prosocial talk as a mediator between parenting stress and child adaptability. Child prosocial talk's total scores did not mediate the relationship between parenting stress and child adaptive skills, so this hypothesis was rejected. So, in conclusion, parenting stress was negatively associated with child adaptive skills, but the relationship was not mediated by child prosocial talk. Possible limitations of this study include skewed data, reactivity since the parent-child dyads were being watched, and a small community sample size lacking diversity. So thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have any questions, please email me at lindsay.powell376@topper.wku.edu. Thank you.